Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 3. This one is an exhibition match. We are going to see the Elora launchers take on whoever wins out of teams 3 and 4 in the final at Spirathon. We're going to see teams 3 and 4 next week. Same time, same place, so be sure to catch us there. However, we're playing for pride here. We're playing for the will of the game. And I got both Anchovy, I got Glute in the call, and I got Thrasher here. And we are going to see this Game 3. Ann and Glute, how are you guys feeling? Are you excited to give these people a show? Because I know you both are capable of putting on stellar performances, and I am looking forward to this so much.
Oh, I'm fired up, Dylan.
Absolutely. I would love nothing more than to inspire some Spyro fans.
Absolutely. I am looking forward to this, and I hope everybody in attendance enjoys. Thrasher, with some passion behind it, give me your 3, 2, 1. Count us in, my brother.
Alrighty. Mr. Loves to be Glued, are you ready?
I sure am.
Miss Anchovy, are you ready?
Absolutely.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to Spyro.
And they're off.
Also, got a little prediction for you guys in chat. I know some people wanted to see it, so I popped it in there.
Okay, rolling.
Oh boy, we got
Shot
the
at
gambling going.
I love gambling.
Lovely.
All
gambling.
right. So, guys, I wanna reiterate some of my points from the last 2 runs. Regardless, this game is for exhibition. However, the pride of speedrunning, the pride of wanting to show people you are the best at what you do, or at least one of the best, is one of those things that all of us have deep down. Even though I know I'm not the best at Vortex, 14 Tally, or 3 Any, whenever I run these categories, and I'm sure you feel the same way, Thrasher, I want to look like I am the best in the world at it. And both of these runners, all 6 of these runners, have that tenacity, have that will, have that fire, have that passion. And I know that is exactly what we're playing for here in Game 3. I know Glued wants to show that. I know Ann wants to show that.
Absolutely. And at the end of all this, we're all going to remember the good times. We're all going to remember all the fucking amazing... I need to wash out my mouth with soap for a sec. We are going to show off the... We're just going to show off all the good times. We're just going to be just everything. Just show off all the good skill stuff, words. I am very good at talking. So yeah, we're just going to have fun with this one. We don't have any real stakes. We're just going to have a good old exhibition happening.
Listen, if I could add a little addendum to what you just said there about we're all going to remember the good times, I'd like to quote a great man by the name of Scott Hall. Add a little addendum to it. Hard work pays off, dreams come true, bad times don't last, but good times do. And let me just say, we're going to see some good times in terms of speedrunning, and good times in terms of laugh, in terms of fun, coming through the remainder of this event next week and Spyrothon 8.
Right, so we're
All right.
looking pretty fire on this Artisans for both of our runners. Glued's definitely on the tear. Keep that lead ahead. Keep it out on that lead.
I know Glued wants this win more than anything else, especially in the Vortex. Like, all 3 runners on Children of Wonl they want this win so bad. And personally, I don't like picking sides here, but they have my heart, they have my soul. I am with Children of Wonl going into this race.
As a commentator, I'm supposed to be neutral. I'm pulling for Children of Wonl. I'm not even gonna hide it.
Hey, listen. I think being neutral is a trap, and here we are, looking at 2 phenomenal teams, 2 phenomenal sets of runners. It's anybody's game, truly. Like, there's no taking anything away from either team here, all. But I am just fully invested in seeing this win come back. For the love of the game, and for the pride of the runners. Because I mean, listen, nothing for nothing. Elora launchers, they're walking away with the win. They're heading to Spirathon 8 with their heads held high. But Children of Wonl, you know, they wanted to be a part of that event just the same. But I'm just pulling for it, man. I can't not. Here we're seeing both runners in Haunted Towers doing Dreamweavers first, hidden wizard proxies, and making it look easy. Making it look like it's nothing. That trick, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Very precise.
Incredibly difficult. And both of these runners are very seasoned in this very difficult trick. We get it from Glued, and we get it from Anne.
Oh my lord.
Beautiful.
What a stellar... It's like we're watching the runs in stereo. Like, they are so close to each other in terms of pure skill. Of course, if you look purely at leaderboards and purely at PBs, Anchovy does edge out Glued by some. However, the discrepancy in their runs comes down to the simple fact if Glued doesn't necessarily do all the tricks Anne does, and those tricks that Anne does could end up biting her a bit if, you know, she misses a couple here or there. And Glued, of course, can just put together a stellar run, which we have seen Glued do 2 times in a row now. I would actually make the argument that in both times, Glued has had the overall more consistent run. However, he's just been going into it at a bit of a time deficit, unfortunately. Honestly, like, every run has been very good. Like, once again, I want to reiterate, every single run that has been performed tonight has been a very, very high skill run. Unfortunately, in volatile categories, you are going to lose those 30 seconds, minutes, to certain tricks. It just happens. But here, I think Glued is, again, he's just playing for it. He wants it more than, I don't know, I haven't seen many people want to win a race more than I've seen Glued want to win this one.
Definitely. I spoke with him when we were on break, and he definitely wants to put in a good show. He wants to put in a good performance, and he wants to, you know, he wants to make sure people know that he's not just some guy that, well, I just play Spyro sometimes and I'm okay at it. No, he wants to show that he's amazing at it. And I feel like, from what we've seen so far, like, past 2 runs in this run, we're definitely seeing that on display right now.
Quick little turkey Vader from Anchovy, followed by one from Loves to Be Glued.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. They're just so good. They just are. Like,
Yeah.
they're just, like, you look at these runners, right? And you see people, like, when they first start the category. To give some context to my personal experience with both of these runners. I have watched Anne since, like, their first Vortex runs. I was watching Glued when he had Tony on the screen. If you know who Tony is, you're a real one. He had his friend's dad on the screen, right? It's insane. Like, the progression I have seen Glued go through in his journey through Spyro the Dragon is something I will not forget in my life, because he has gone from someone who, in some ways, he found himself undesirable. I would argue, nowadays, it's undeniable that he is one of the best runners in this game. It's a pure, simple fact.
It is a pure, simple fact. Vortex is not his only... It's not his only category here. He's also put down pretty sick times in both any percent and 120 as well.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I started watching him. He was playing 120 at first.
Yep.
And not to mention, the biggest pants in the game. Like, you won't see a bigger pair of pants on a man than on Loves to Be Glued.
Absolutely. He actually got done last weekend repping Team Red in the 1545 for 120 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, just to show you, they don't just let just anyone on those teams, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they let me on a team, so I don't know if I agree with that. But...
It's alright.
I'm just putting myself there. Glued is insane, actually. Glued, once again, he just has a good time in, like, a number of categories. He is a stellar gamer. So what place did the red team get in, by the way? in the
I do
1545?
believe that was a 6th, if I remember correctly.
You know what's crazy? We got 5th. The orange team, you know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It was pretty close for a spell. There was a good 3-way battle towards the very end.
Yeah, dude, that end of the 1545 was stellar. If we could talk about that for a quick second.
Absolutely, I loved watching that.
Also, how
I'm
are
glad
these
I
runners
spawned.
in practically the same place? How
Well-
is this happening?
Well, you see what happened in the first 2 ones is that they started catty-cornered a little bit because there was a little bit of a gap between the 14 tally runners that they got the baton from. They both started at the same time this time. So I'd say we're seeing realistically what probably would have transpired had we started off with Vortex.
Oh my god, did you see that portal entry? That was literally Serio. Oh man, that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm
John
sorry, I have
Sparathon,
it
can
on.
we check the feeds to make sure we don't have the same one on twice?
Yeah, that might be true. Also, while you're at it, gamers, when we get towards the end with Nasty, this is just a little exercise for all the weebs in chat. Feel free to pull up a YouTube tab and/or your Spotify or Apple Music, whatever you use, and play You Say Run around the time we enter Nasty's world. So that'd be pretty cool. I'm actually going to do that because I think it'll be very funny. Anchovy taking a slight lead heading out of High Caves. Not much, but Glued making it up by entering Wizard Peak off the little lip jump. Oh, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. That's true. Oh man. It's something else when like you have experience knowing the runners, I think. Because I know you specifically, Thrasher, and you can talk to this a little bit. What's your experience with Anchovy and Loves to Be Glued as runners? Because you've known them since you started. You all started within 4 days of each other in this very category. So
Oh,
you guys are pretty
goodness.
tight.
I will say, both of them are absolutely supportive of each other, like whenever they're watching everyone else run, and you know, me included. So, here's the thing though. If you're going up against Anchovy, be prepared to be going up against one of the most competitive people you've ever met in your life. Because she will not stop. She will not.
Oh my god,
up.
you see that?
That was amazing.
Ah, they
They're-
just hit it
they're
at the
so
same
in sync.
time. They're the same person. Oh, Glued, no. No. Dude, that was insane. Oh, I'm sorry.
They're so in sync. They should do the fusion dance and see what comes out.
Also, you say be prepared. Are we talking like Scar or, you know?
Oh, we got a first try drive for Glued. So you got to be prepared for her to just completely just go relentless if you ever want to compete against her. Because that's what's been pretty much driving her for a better part of a year.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a quick mention to the poll we currently have running. If you haven't already put in your prediction points, we have 16K on the side of Children of Wonl. People want to see the game for the pride go to the Children of Wonl. However, only 5,000 for Elora launchers. The safe bet, if you will, as they have won 2 of the 3 we've run so far here. But we don't know. I don't know.
It's too early to tell.
John
But
Spyrothon,
we shall see.
I'm gonna need you to end this prediction for me because I need to put down all of my money. Oh man, no! What are you doing? Don't vote for the Elora launchers. I love them, but don't vote for them. No. All right. So, ladies and gents, once again, these runners getting Tuco at the same time. I didn't even see their Tuco. I was too busy looking at the prediction. Did they both get Cliff?
No, they both got Drag King. Probably.
Like they got, but they both got first try, right?
Blue got first try and got Stonehill.
Okay. So, oh my god.
If you ask me, it makes
This
up
run
for the
is
funk.
insane. This race is actually insane.
We're in-
Folks, if this doesn't convince you that Spyro speedrunning is something special, then I don't know what to tell you. This is so cool. I'm geeking out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm unhinged. You're on chaotic game 3 hours, and we're seeing both runners about to hit a first try Shem skip.
Beautiful.
Loves to be glued. You love to see it.
Loves
Ooh,
to be
Anchovy having a
launched.
bit of a moment. Anchovy hitting it. Oh my god, dude, they're so... What's happening? What is happening right now? How are they this close? How is this happening?
Just
Glued is on
That well
PB
into-
base.
like I'm saying, like I said,
Glued's
This
gonna drop a
is
21
realistic.
right before your eyes.
this is realistically what you'd be looking at if we started with Vortex. These people
Oh my
are that
God.
practiced at it. But yeah,
Oh my.
Lude's been hunting for that 21 for a while, and by God, he deserves it. If it happens in this race, I mean, I don't think, I don't think I'd have any words to describe exactly how proud of him I'd be. Like, it'd be that hype.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an excellent display of defiance, right? Team Children of Wonl, by no means is anywhere near like they are absolutely in the same league as the team that they have just lost to, but they want to make this showcase, this specific run, a pure cacophony of the things that they have to offer to these categories. And right now, Loves to Be Glued is showing the absolute best of what a Vortex runner has to offer. This is moxie, this is guts, this is heart. And I am just fully invested in this run for Glued. Oh man. I'm losing my words. I'm just like, I'm talking and I'm forgetting the words I'm saying.
I can honestly relate, because it's just like, it's so fascinating where you just sat there like you want to see what happens. Oh my goodness, that was such a tight little drop onto that ledge, and he just nails that.
Once again, I would like to reiterate, Loves to Be Glued is the single most attractive man in Spyro 1. Just has to be. God, he's so hot. Chat, if you think Loves to Be Glued is hot, give me a Tony. Drop a Tony for me. Or actually just any cat, realistically. It doesn't have to be Tony, because probably not everybody is to be glued. Loves to be glued. I can't talk.
Yeah, absolutely. People ought to be subbed to be glued.
Drop a Tony in chat. Drop a Tony. That's a cat text. I'd agree with that being a cat.
Is a kitty.
Cat. It's a kitty Pokemon. Ponkemon. Glued, like, he wants this. Like, you can just feel it. Like, there's an energy to this run.
Absolutely.
Like,
He's
man.
a man possessed.
He is, excuse my French, hell-bent on getting this win. He needs it. And the chat is with him. The chat wants to... Is that a happy from Fairy Tale emote? That is a Fairy Tale emote. I have happy socks. Happy from Fairy Tale socks I wore to the gym yesterday and got complimented on. That wasn't French. Hold on. Google Translate.
Alright. We pray, Jim. We're praying for Bolin.
Je t'aime coller. Je t'aime coller. I would like to reiterate that. Glued hopping around the pylons and not hitting bowling or swap.
Very, very tight. Oh, goodness. Okay. Very tight timing on those. Okay.
Insane.
It is
it's
crazy.
insane.
It is wild.
Wait, Nitroff, that definitely means I love you glued in French. It has to. You can't be lying to me.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you asked for a French omelet.
Wait, what?
Anyways, on to Nasty's World.
What? This is why I shouldn't speak French. Wait,
Alright, so
I'm
we got-
listening to like.
Alright, Love Sweet Glued getting a rat. We're rescuing Delbin. Very smart on that fodder grab, because that's definitely going to come into play in Twilight, because you never know what'll happen. So we've got, alright, barreled. Alright, we're going to go the safe way, it looks like. Loses a little bit of time,
man.
but it's definitely much safer than going to the shorter distance where you have to worry about the input lag and such.
Oh man, this run
That
is
was
like.
very close on hands.
So, folks, just to mention it, the timing for Spyrothon started when I said go, for the like actual relay race here. So there's actually a significant second-based buffer that we are looking at to potentially subtract off of Glued/Ann's time for their actual run time. So this is once again a stellar run for both runners, and for Glued,
Bowling for him to get his 21 finally.
it's gotta be,
It
right?
might be. It might just be. And I know that's gonna make everything that's gonna make his night, I guarantee, regardless of how his team does afterwards.
See, it's very important that I never speak French again at Spyrothon. That is just something to make mention of as well here.
Mind you,
Glued.
Anne hasn't been pulling any punches this entire run neither. Like,
No.
she's been going. She's been going for what she knows. And he's still ahead.
Mm-hmm. And Glued is he is feeling himself right now. Hitting Fast Thief. All right, this is it. This is the moment of truth for Glued.
Goodness
All
me.
right, we're getting ready to swap perspectives here. Oh,
Go, Glued, go. Go, buddy.
come on! Let's go, Glued! Once again, not taking anything away from either team, but loves to be Glued. Once again, showing that fire, showing that heart, showing that determination, showing some moxie and guts right here in this Game 3 exhibition.
Come on, buddy boy, you got this. Show us how big your pants are.
They're huge. They're massive. Taking it a bit slow, making sure he glides on these. Doesn't want to jeopardize it.
Get it. Get it. And that's a GG for Glued and a
GG
GG for Ann.
Glued!
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
they finished in stereo. Oh my god, Glued just barely beating out Ann there.
Absolutely wonderful performance by both runners. Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be
Alright.
transitioning on over to Spyro 3 with Chow's Mouse. And,
Spyro
Amy
2.
Toyar.
Spyro 2. Yeah, we're
That's
doing
Spyro 3?
tally.
Oh,
Yeah, you said
I
three.
am just... Glued,
It makes
Glued, what
sense.
was it? Glued, was that the 21?
This magic.
Come on. Yeah, I like this layout a lot too, Nitroff. Oh my god. I am just over the moon That is
Uh,
that was just phenomenal.
I cannot believe what I just witnessed. Like that was
22-12 from Glued.
oh,
Insane time. Literally insane. Had he hit bowling during
Yeah.
that or swap,
that
easy.
would have been it. That would have been so.
Oh
it.
my god.
Oh my goodness.
But Glued, you got some bragging rights. You did beat out Ann there.
You beat her like very narrow margin, but you beat her straight up.
And you put your team in a great position here. So now we have Noyar and Chouse Mouse. This time, Chouse is actually gonna be going for some gems, from what he put in chat. He's looking to do the buying the swim route to hopefully secure a. Wait, hold on. Maybe he's just getting these. Okay, he's going to look. Oh man, that is a painful one. What's he doing now? Nope. Gauss. All right, he's going for an interesting route here, trying to secure some extra gems. Once again, though, they are going to be buying swim as opposed to doing the Spurter and Ripto. They want to win this for the pride. Oh man.
If that's anything like the run we just witnessed, I mean, we're in for one heck of an encore. Let me tell you what, ladies and gents. That's just wow. All right, so we got Neuer heading into Colossus. Wait, didn't Chouse say that they were going to go for swim?
Yeah, that is why they were secured a bunch more gems, I believe.
That's what I was
Here-
thinking.
Yep. So here we're going to be seeing them kind of scavenge quite a few gems. I don't know if they're going to go for Satyrs and then possibly just, one try go it, unlike last time. However, just across the board, Chouse does have a little bit more in his toolbox to play with. I'm just still buzzing over the Glued and Ann race at the beginning there. Like, there were just so many moments where they synced up perfectly.
Yeah.
That was just... That might be the most hype race in Spyrothon history. Unironically, that has to be, at least for me. I couldn't... It was hard to contain myself.
It's down the most hype thing I've witnessed at Spyrothon. I haven't been to many of them, but I'm just saying, that's a very high bar to clear. I'm just going to say that right now.
Speaking of hype, we got New Year just taking Chow's Mouse to town a little bit here. Currently a level ahead. We saw a little bit of a fumble on the Beetle proxy from Chow's, but once again, it's anybody's game, and I will reiterate that until we are finished. We've said it many a time. Volatile categories can lead to many mistakes, and many sizable mistakes. However, Chouse does have quite a few things in his toolbox that can save him some time. And we'll see if he executes on them at all. Oh, man.
We shall see.
All right. So Chouse finishing up Colossus while Noyar having a bit of a Hurricos moment. So that clip could be a bit finicky sometimes. It doesn't look like he's going for it again. I don't actually know why he went for it the first time. Because I believe he likes to get these gems, but maybe it's just because it's easier. Maybe, I'm not sure. But here we're gonna see him talk to the Electro, the Cure, the Talisman, and as he does that, we're gonna see Chouse hop out of Colossus. All right. So both runners, again, utilizing the buy swim route with varying gem routes. I actually don't know what Chouse does when he buys swim. I wonder if he's going to follow something similar to what Noyar did. Noyar wanted to game in Hurricos but failed. Okay, so you just simply missed that that little... That's fine, man. It's a tough one. It's tough. And hey, you got plenty of run to go. You're putting in a great job so far. Great run.
So far, really amazing.
Funny
Oh, wow.
frog proxy. Funny haha frog proxy from Chow's Mouse. For the
Literally
flavor.
just for the giggles.
Yep. That was a very tiki funny moment, if I do say so myself.
I could get that orb up there if I wanted to. I don't need no stinking climb.
Absolutely.
Right now we got Noyer. Getting towards
So-
the end of Sunny Beach here. Yep. What's up?
I was gonna say one way that we could see Chouse make a little bit of a comeback time-wise here is by hitting the same sheep proxy and the same turtle proxy you saw in the first and second runs. As I believe he'll still go for them, and at worst if he misses, the latter especially, he can just continue. But I believe he's confident enough in his turtle that he'll just keep going for it probably regardless. But we'll see. This is the third race, Waffle. This one is an exhibition, once again to reiterate for the entire audience. Elora launchers have secured the win with a 2-0. However, this one is just for the funny, just for the giggles, and just for the pride of the runners involved. Alright. So, we're gonna see Noyer not hitting sheep proxy. Also, Mouse not going for turtle particularly. Gonna go around, play the nice conservative game, scoop up all the extra gems he can. Try to hop right to the end of level. So, if Chouse is able to hit the sheep that he did specifically in the second race, that will be a pretty big swing in terms of time, favoring his team. Now, there are still other tools potentially that Mouse can and will probably go for that will potentially save him a significant amount of time to make up the deficit that he's currently facing against Noyar. So currently we're hopping on back to Summer Forest, and we are about to head into Crush on the perspective of Noyar. But I just want to take another moment here and remind you all that if you are enjoying the content here at Spirathon, first of all, be sure to give us a follow. And also, check back same time next week for another best of 3 between teams 3 and 4. They don't actually have names yet. They haven't decided a name. And,
Before you get to the castle dungeon.
Yeah, make sure to come. Make sure to arrive.
Make sure to arrive. We got Crush for Noyer, so we're moving along pretty well, I'd say.
Alright, Mouse
Decent
missing
number first
big
for both.
sheep proxy. Second sheep, gonna be easy. I can tell. I lied to you.
Oh no! Okay, he just dropped himself where you can't recover from unless you're that's gonna hurt.
So, at this point, I am surprised that he didn't just flame the button and go around manually. It does cost an extra 100 gems, but he has adequately routed for that being a possibility. So I'm unsure of why he opted to not. Again, probably just for like the pride of it, just because he knows he can hit sheep, and you know, it'll still save time and it'll save gems. There we go. But if he did unfortunately happen to miss that, it would have been a pretty big deficit, furthering the gap between the teams here. But once again, we're looking at a pretty good run from Noyar, and a pretty not a bad run from Chouse, but definitely a little bit of an unsteady one here in the early goings.
Yeah,
He has time to bring it back for sure, but you know.
we've still got a one whole homeworld and 2 bosses left to go.
Absolutely. And an entire other game.
That's true too. What's to say Fady doesn't pull something nuts?
I mean, Fady, forgive the pun, could make this race quite the 180, you know? He could turn it right around for his team. But we still have quite a bit of distance to go with Mouse and Noyar before we can even see Spyro 3.
Absolutely. The race is still young, y'all. We are gonna go with a little bit of a quick crush, though. Gonna interrupt the attack cycle. Very nice. Just lather, rinse, repeat.
Absolutely. I would call it the
that we
Fady
haven't
180.
covered. What?
I said I would call it the Fady 180 if we see a little comeback here.
Yeah, that would be an 8. I don't know if there's a lot we can say about these that we haven't covered in the other runs. We're just here. We're enjoying it.
I'm just here for the hype.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. I think that Spyro 1, like, it took all the energy I had. It just did. It was just so
Yeah.
cool.
That was quite a experience seeing 2 runners completely in sync and then one slightly ahead at the very end. That's the kind of tight racing that we love to see.
Absolutely. And once again, it was a race, especially between 2 friends that once again started at very similar times, within days of one another. So I know that probably meant quite a bit to both of them to have this moment where they got to run against each other, for Spyrothon in particular, but also to have such a stellar race here in the early goings. So.
Yeah. Nice
Right.
quick and easy skilos happening here on Neuer's end.
Mm-hmm.
No frills. We've pretty familiar with it at this point.
Yep. So we're also seeing its sister level on screen right now in Crystal Glacier, with currently Chouse Mouse heading on through it, having a bit of a moment with the double jump. There we go, hopping on through. I wonder if he's gonna go for Snowball Proxy for the flavor. He hit Frog earlier, so you never know.
You never know.
Another thing to mention is if Noyar decides to go for Maskless. That is always a possibility.
Onto the wing of the ship. Up on the top deck.
Nope, no
And we're
Maskless.
doing the mast. Totally reasonable. Totally
Yep.
understandable.
There's not an ounce of, like, you know, I can't make the argument for doing maskless. I just can't. I never can. But if Noyar did and they hit it, would have been a pretty hype moment. Would have been a moment in gaming history. However-
and who's to say Chouse Mouse won't give it a shot or two?
So here we're gonna see Climbeless once again. The first run of the day, actually, runners struggled quite a little bit with Climbeless. However, in the second run, made quick work of it, and it's looking like, at least for Noyar, it might be just about the same.
Ooh. Little interesting change in route here. Mouse is opting to pay 400 gems to go into Zephyr first instead of routing it at the very end. This is going to be an interesting little change up here.
So apparently doing it this way is a little bit faster. However, you are putting yourself in a position where you have to kind of scrounge gems a bit, like, not tighter. It's not the right word. Just in a different way. But we'll see.
You might want to be a little bit more greedy with what you pick up leading up to this if you want to route Zephyr as early as you do. Shady
Yeah.
Oasis, that's going to be towards the end regardless, because, I mean, logically, that's towards the end of the actual homeworld. That's the one that's closest to Gulp. But, yeah. Pretty simple. There was an attempt at Balloon Proxy. Didn't quite get the result we needed to go all the way to the very end, but still pretty neat showing that off.
Yep. So, trying to think of the spaces where we can look to really see Chouse excel in this race. I think Fracture Hills is the number one. Because if he does go for Satorless and he hits the first try, that does put him in a pretty solid position to make something of a comeback. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, that right now they're sitting at probably close to 2 minutes between them. Now, actually, it's more like a minute and a half. He just did Zephyr.
Right.
Minute and a half to a minute, something in that range, roughly. But it's tough. There's just a lot.
Satorless is absurdly tough. He's 1
Nope,
for 2,
not
granted.
bad.
Okay. There was an attempt.
There was.
Made.
All
Now
right.
we're freeing the last of the satyrs, hearing that sweet, sweet bagpipe music.
Right.
Oh, hi.
So next we're gonna be heading on. Wait. I think Chouse just got absolutely lost. Did you see that? They
Absolutely
ran.
lost.
They ran to like the side of the Breeze Harbor portal after Skelos, like they were going to do Climeless.
Ah, I gotcha.
Sometimes, honestly, that just happens. Like, we're speedrunners. Like, we think about like 3 things. Massless being one of these things. Ah, he's
And
so
Josh
hot.
nails it.
He's so hot. He's so attractive. He's a gamer.
Yeah.
Oh my god. John Spyrothon, can we get a little bit of flame for Massless, if you're there? I believe Jonathan Spyrothon actually stepped away to grab some food, possibly. So they might not be here to give us the fire we need. But, that was fire. Let's go.
Go.
Massless is free.
Hall of Flame.
You always come to
L1-800 FL Amy.
You know, it's funny that you say that, John Spyrothon, because we have an announcement here at Spyrothon, actually. We're here to announce Spyro 4, Call of Flame, on behalf of Spyro himself.
On behalf of John Spyro himself.
See, brother of John Spyrothon, or close descendant of John Spyrothon, John Spyro, has told us under good authority that Spyro 4 is coming. And you better keep your phone handy, because it's going to be a mobile ARG game called Call of Flame.
And have rush elements and lots and lots of
Oh,
cookies.
oh, baby! Now you're speaking my language right now. All right, folks. So heading into Shady Oasis, Noyar has 2 levels to complete still, whereas Chouse has 3. One of which being Fracture Hills, which could be a very short trip for him if he's able to nail Satorless. If he even goes for Satorless. However, it's one of those. I don't know if I would go for it if I'm Chouse, but once again, I am not Chouse.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
That is actually not a fact. Unfortunately, Spyrothon actually cheated on me, so I left them. No longer Spyrothon's wife. You wouldn't believe it. I have the twit longer written, but I have not fully dispersed the twit longer about Spirathon's infidelity in our marriage.
The rumor come out, Dylan is divorced.
I am single and ready to mingle, gamers.
Anyways, so it looks like Mouse
Thanks
has
for
been
helping.
opting to free the satyrs. Honestly, understandable. That last one was a little bit of a heartbreaker around this point.
Yeah, I would have done the exact same thing. Like, it's just one of those tricks, really. Like, if you're going for PBs and like you need the time save, absolutely 10 times out of 10 you're going for it. But if you're in like a reset list setting and you're just trying to catch some feelings, I mean catch a dub, huh? Then you're gonna want to go for the just regular
Hi,
releasing the
Spyro.
satyrs route.
Would you like me?
Most definitely. You don't want to really gamble a whole lot if you're on a good base,
Mm-hmm.
unless you have no choice but to gamble that good pace.
Speaking of gambling, I want to look at what we're looking at prediction wise on this guy here, right? How do I see it?
Oh, it is a 50-50 split pretty much between both teams. We got
It isn't showing for me. Oh, there it is.
got it. We got 32.7 thousand in favor of Children of Wonl. We got 32,000.3 for Elora launchers.
Mm-hmm.
We are very close for both.
We are. And once again, like, the runners involved today and that are gonna be involved next Friday, if you want to catch us, same time, same place, are all just top level, incredible, stellar runners who are giving their absolute all, trying to put on a show for every single Spyro speedrunning fan that wants to be here, that wants to participate, that wants to see what these games have to offer at the top level. And these runners are making an excellent showcase for anybody who wants to keep their eyes peeled. It's just so cool. I love Spyrothon. Can we just talk about Spyrothon for a moment, Thrasher?
Absolutely.
Like, what's your favorite personal memory from Spyrothon?
favorite personal memory?
Do you want time to think on it? Because I already have mine.
Go for it, because I still gotta think a little bit.
Fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite Spyrothon memory is my very first. So, right, I'm participating in a relay, not unlike the one that you're watching on screen. However, it is in the HD versions, the SRT universe of Spyro. Specifically, right, I'm playing Spyro 2, the one that's on screen, and I'm doing 40 orb, which, as it would imply, you have to get 40 orbs. It's the intended way to beat the game or get to Ripto and fight him, as opposed to the 80% route in that game, which is much more similar to 14 Talisman, which we're watching right now, in which, when I was doing the run and I did my route, I somehow forgot 2 orbs in Fracture Hills, which is pretty funny. I just didn't do either of the orb challenges that you usually do. I just did the 80% route and ran straight to the end of level. And on a personal level, that is my favorite memory because it is so immensely funny. As I then went on in the next event, as that was the Spyrothon SRT showcase, to in the main event, we did another relay race, or actually I did a 40 orb race against Nost, who some of you might know or remember. Where I then proceeded to do the exact same thing, where I missed 2 more orbs, but they were 2 completely different orbs. So
That sounds like you had a wild ride of a leg to run.
I had such a horrible time doing relays. That's why I admire like the people involved today as much as I do, because it takes a lot to put yourself in a position where you're a part of a team and people are relying on you, especially to make it into the main event of Spyrothon. Like that's what made the entirety of this event so impressive to me as a viewer and as a commentator. And that comes from like the experience of having to do a couple of relays in my day, so I'm just ecstatic that like we got to see such great performances today, and I'm even more hyped to see what we have next week and then at Spirathon itself. It's just been a great time. But what's your favorite Spirathon memory, Thrash?
My favorite Spirathon memory. Alrighty, so I reckon it's probably the fact that we've even got this happening at all. Honestly, this this Vortaliany relay kind of thing. Fun fact.
Big credit to you.
Thank you. But it was definitely not just me. It was definitely a team effort between me, Ghostly Trickster, and Waffle Wizard 1. Plus the original founding runners of the very first relay, which the first anniversary of the first relay we ever run was July 22nd, 2021. So in about 7 days is the 1 year.
Oh my God, Xiao's breaking out the triple there.
Yeah, that was quite the gnarly thing there on Gulp. 3 rockets in a row. That's wild.
John's Spirathon, I also didn't realize that.
Yeah.
This is gonna make their Gulp fight significantly less pressuring, as if they are somehow able to secure another triple here, they are gonna put themselves in a phenomenal position here. But more so, they can also just get a double or a single, and they're just not punished for it at all. So here they're gonna get another double off of this. Never mind, I lied to you. I was also watching the stream instead of our stream, Thrasher. You ever do that? Do you ever look at the other one because you're looking at chat?
Maybe a little bit, but not really.
Okay, you can tell me. You can tell me.
Hey, Dylan, it's fine.
Moments in gaming
Spyro,
history.
Moments, yeah.
Xiao's finishing off gold, and
Yeah.
we're heading into Winter Tundra. Both runners, they got great performances. I know I keep saying it. Like, I understand the sentiment of like, oh, these runners are so good, they're so talented. Maybe that gets a little bit redundant, but I genuinely mean it. Like, the runners that are running this category, that are putting on this performance for everybody involved, currently watching here, these events would not happen without the people watching. These events would not happen without the people playing. So, credit where it's due is all my point is regarding it. I will always want to give the runners their credit, give people their flowers, because realistically, these runners absolutely deserve it.
Because it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to get good at these categories and put on such a good show like these 6 have been doing.
Chow's hitting the head bash chest proxy. I just want to point that one out. We're heading to Spyro 3.
GG for Neuer. We're gonna move forward with Blunt Bows, closing it out with 3 NE.
Thrasher, you got this for a minute.
Yeah, I do. Alrighty, so got Mouse looking to get that entry into Dragon Shores. Nails it, like the gamer he is. Alrighty, so since we've already got Swim, we're gonna be looking at probably just getting the Fireball right now. Make that Ripto fight good and trivial.
So you're
Let's see here. See if we got any other Spyro memories or Spyrothon memories in chat here. Ghostly Trickster. Favorite Spyrothon memory is the very first one, which is running an all bosses race during the Miss Category Showcase last year and getting 3rd. Very hype. Let's see here, we got some talk about the GBA games. Unfortunately, we got Blunt. Didn't quite get Sunnyville a proxy, but it's early in the run. We're doing okay. And plus, he's got a pretty solid lead to work with. We've got Mouse going for Sproder and Ripto again, like an absolute Chad.
Wait, Mouse, you bought Swim for this. Mouse, why did you buy Swim?
He just wants to prove himself. He just
That's
just
fair.
wants to put on a good show. Because at this
That's
point,
true.
we're having fun.
Mm.
So that's one level down for blunt bows. Entering Naripto. Close out 14 tally for the night. First try waterfall for blunt. Nicely done. Anniversary might be the 21st. It tells me July 22nd on SRC. That's when the highlight was published. Ah, that. You know what? That might be right.
I would once again like to reiterate that no member of the Spirathon stream that is not a native or like pseudo-native French speaker should ever speak French again. I just want to reiterate that point. If you are not a fluent French speaker, never try to speak French in a Spirathon stream again. I say it with love.
Everyone makes mistakes more than me.
Thrasher?
Yeah?
Thrasher?
That's GG for Chouse Mouse. We're gonna round this out with Fady 180 and Blunt Bows on 3NE.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to reiterate, we are looking at the single most attractive Spyro 3 speedrunner in the history of the game, with Fady 180 coming in here hot and ready. Speaking of hot and ready, we're seeing Blunt Bows going for the Pizza Hut here, and he's just having a tough time. He's going for it, and he hits it. Third tries the charm.
I will say that glide's a little tricky.
It is. It's a tough one. Basically, you'll oftentimes flop if you go a little bit too hard into the wall. And if you don't go hard enough, you just don't gain height. So it's walking a tightrope of sadness, essentially.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
Oh, we got a little bit of a proxy here for Fady 180.
Yep. Fady 180 cleaning up his Sunny Villa pretty nicely there at the end. I do know, specifically in Spyro 3, it's just so hard to think about where these runners could make their mistakes and like find time for the other runner to come, because like realistically any level could be a make it or break situation. Like this trick for Fady 180, boom, he hits it. But that very easily could have turned into a third, fourth try, or running around do whirlwind bypass. But like there's just so many tricks in this category that are volatile, that lose 20, 30, 40 seconds, that it becomes a question of not like, but of when something will happen to either runner. But with their consistency levels being so high, it's like, are they really going to make mistakes? Like, can we count on either of these runners making a mistake from this point on? I don't think so.
If it happens at all, it's been historically Evening Lake for the past two runs, because
That's true.
definitely been the equalizer for both of them.
That's absolutely true. Great line by Saint in chat. Fady 180 more like Fady 360 because they're making my head spin. I agree. I don't know what I can say about Fady 180 that hasn't been said already. They, once again, the hottest speedrunner in Spyro 3, in terms of attractiveness, not in terms of speed, but maybe speed as well. What would you rate them as in terms of hot speed, Thrasher? If you had to scale them on a 1 to 10.
Hot speed, I'd say a mega speedy out of 10.
I understand that.
That's it.
That's a number.
That's a number.
Blunt Bows with no respect for Fady right now. This is a very volatile run from Blunt Bows. He's just showing no respect to Fady 180 right now. Not even going for Moose Boost. There's some clear contempt between these runners. A very notable rivalry between the two of them. As they both want to be known as the top dog in Spyro 3. They want to take that title from Jeremy Thompson. But, you know, just want to mention we just saw a little bit of a Pizza Hut and Taco Bell coming from both runners. So, looks like you're getting that Baja Blast after all, Thrasher.
Oh my goodness, thank goodness. I'm so thirsty.
I unfortunately only decided to order a chicken chipotle melt, but even that'll do plenty good for me.
Sounds good.
That's another good
so-
point. They are both Australian, so they're actually playing this game while suspended from the ceiling upside down.
Mhm.
As
While
if,
fending off a bunch of carnivorous spiders and snakes.
and they're also fighting a war against birds that I believe are called emos. They tend to listen to My Chemical Romance quite frequently, these birds. I didn't know
Thought
birds
they were-
could really listen to music.
I thought they were emus, which is short for emulator, as we all know.
Oh, like Mednafin? Like what Fady 180 used to use instead of the base duck station?
Yeah, well-known fact.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't believe that Australia actually lost a war to the emos. Like, just in isolation, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So
To be fair, those are very, very tough birds.
I agree. You know, they could probably use less skinny jeans. I don't know why birds are wearing jeans, but it is what it is, you know. I looked good in skinny jeans. I don't know about the rest of them though.
So anyways, Spyro 3. We got good old Blunt Bows going for the bridge swim again. Beautifully done. Coming to
Blunt
the end of
Bows, commonly
Sheila,
known
first lady.
as the king of Spyro 2, right? We talked about this earlier, Thrasher. Do you think this is you think this performance by Blunt right now is this incredible early game from him? You think this is a little bit of a sign to Fady 180 saying to bow down to the king of Spyro 2 and soon to be Spyro 3? Do you think that's the case?
If it is, I don't expect Fady 180 to be taken that very lightly. He's gonna fight tooth and nail to not give up.
All right. We have a request from chat right now that I start talking in wrestling terms. So specifically, we're looking at the faces right now. We're looking at the children of Wonl, the baby faces. They want this. They have their baby face fire going. They are firing on all cylinders. Specifically, Fady 180 trying to bring one home for the heart of America. I mean, Australia. And unfortunately, the devious and dastardly Blunt Bows is doing everything he can to stand in his way, even going for some low blows, some low blunt blows, here and there. And that's I gotta be honest, it's not a good place to be. Fortunately, Fady 180 has brought his own silver bullet to the race here with his PSTV, clawing to cash in his opportunity to win this race for his team. He wants to bring home the gold. He wants to bring home the championship. He wants to be the best in the world at what he does. And if Fady 180 can't do that, I don't know. What are your thoughts on this Gorilla Thrasher soon?
Thrasher soon.
I was trying to make Gorilla Monsoon make sense.
Gotcha.
Thrasher the King Lawler.
I am very bad at wrestling terminology. Goodness me. I mean, Blunt's a very tough act to follow, if I'm being honest. I feel like if anyone can, take the fight to him, it's definitely going to be Fady 180. But, we'll see soon enough.
That's absolutely true. So right here, we're seeing a real turn of the century game, right? Spyro Year of the Dragon, Y2K. You know what else happened in the year 2000? The debut of the Ayatollah Rock and Roller Chris Jericho. And you know who the modern day Spyro equivalent of Chris Jericho is? It's Fady 180. Because he's coming in hot, he's coming in new, he's coming in fresh. He's got the longest hair out of... No, actually, that's Blumpos. That has the long hair. Oh, no, I forgot. Oh, I forgot. It's over. I fumbled the bag. Anyway, here's Thrasher with Wonderwall.
Well, you see, today is going to be the day that they're going to throw it back to you. I'd say, by now, you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I mean, I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
Cause baby! Anyway.
You're gonna be the one that saves me. Okay. Spyro now. Spyro now. Let's stay on topic. I know it's late into the night. We gotta finish strong.
Alright, folks. You know what they say, right? When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, you gotta be a man. It don't help to hide. Fady said to the guys over at Elora Launchers, if you hurt my friends, then you hurt my pride. He's gotta be a man. He can't let it slide. Cause he is a real American.
Australian.
Oh. He's fighting for the rights of every man. I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Hollywood Fady Hogan here in a moment. I'm expecting a big heel turn coming from him. As I don't think that as a atomic leg drop here in Spooky Swamp is gonna be quite enough to silence Blumpos. It might not go the right way for him. All right, got a nice little Croxy from Fady 180. Blumpos finishing up Enchanted Towers. Fady trailing by about 2 levels right now. It's not looking good. But, you know what they say? When the going gets tough, the tough get going. And there's not a tougher Spyro runner this side of the Mississippi than my boy Fady 180. We're looking at the real life Puss in Boots himself. You know, if Chouse Mouse is Shrek, if Glued is Donkey, then Fady 180 is he's a Spanish cat. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Thrasher, please help me.
I was gonna say the dragon. I thought you were gonna say the dragon.
To be fair, that's also probably true.
Yeah.
Also, Blunt going for the funny proxy. Not getting the biggest funny proxy, but still getting a funny proxy out of it, by the way. Didn't talk about it a lot.
He did what you asked. He went for it. He went for the ice wall.
He did everything I wanted. And more.
Let's hit him.
Yep. Little spin jump from Fady. Oh, let's try that again. Oh, third time's the charm.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Fady 180 having a little bit of trouble on his 180 there. And we see him finishing off Bamboo Terrace as Blunt Bows heads on into Spike. So here, what we need to see for Fady to make this comeback is one of the worst in Evening Lakes possible for Blunt, and a pretty good one from Fady himself. Now, I'm not a betting man, so I'm not gonna say it's gonna go one way or another, but I wouldn't be surprised if maybe that happens. If maybe we saw some sabotage, possibly.
Maybe we see some a little bit of Hanoi Speedway.
Maybe we see another Australian hop into Blunt's window and cost them some time, such as a Texan Sis. Possibly.
Maybe
Thrasher, what are
Waffle
your thoughts
Wizard
on that?
one. Maybe Waffle Wizard 1 with the dual citizenship.
That's true. That's true. Tex, it's up to you. Tex, we need an assist here.
listen to me.
No, dude, Fady is so unlucky, man. That's like
He's
the
going
third like stutter jump he's gotten, by the way.
Ah, he's going for the waffle proxy. That is good though. It's good to see.
Hey, listen, folks, I'm operating under the behalf of Jonathan Spirathon. However, while they do not condone run sabotaging, I possibly do, if it's in favor of Fady 180 as the Hulk Hogan of of Spyro speedrunning. I can't say. That's so funny. Chat, I just want to reiterate once again, thank you all for being here. Thank you for putting up with us.
Yep.
Thrasher, we already are lawyered up. I've hired the best lawyer I know in Nitrovsky, as he could talk his way out of a paper bag. He is incredible.
That's assuming he'd be willing to represent me as well. And I don't know if that's a thing that'll happen. Oh no. Oh, we just exited out in Bentley. Wonder what that was about.
What happened? Does anybody know what happened?
All of a sudden, on Blunt's side, Bentley was down in the snow to do, or you know that part after another gong?
Yeah.
He just straight up exited the level from there.
He probably got stuck in the snow.
Probably stuck in the snow. Okay.
All right,
It's tough.
Fady finally getting out of Icy Peak, having a bit of a tough time. Yeah, what CF said, they actually got ice walled and just decided to walk off the top instead of doing the funny proxy. All right, so realistically, a good way for Fady to get back into it here, possibly, would be to stop making mistakes. I think that would be very advantageous.
Just channel your inner Jeremy Thompson, Fady.
Just channel your inner not Dylan J. Fox. Oh, Blunt with the little 360 on that seal. You saw that. That was nuts. I keep looking at the wrong perspective again. I keep doing it. I keep doing it. How do I stop doing it? Come on. Me.
Click on the Discord.
I'm already in the Discord. I'm just not looking at it.
Click harder.
Click harder. Oh.
360 from blunt bows. That's twice as much as 180.
That's a good point. That's something that we
That
don't really
is-
talk enough about, is how much the spin factor. So, little known fact regarding Spyro, just to talk about it real quick. The more you spin him clockwise in a circle, the faster he moves. So, by spinning him a minimum of 6 times, his running speed increases by 0.002. And that might not seem like a lot, but the more spins you can do as each character, it applies to Spyro. So we did that as Bentley. Because Bentley is 3 times the body mass of Spyro, what that does is it makes him 3 times faster in terms of that 0.002. So he's looking at a very, very solid speed boost here for his Spyro the Dragon, which is going to come into factor here as we see him get to the end of Frozen Altars, where he gets the Jana egg. And as he gets that Jana egg, we're heading into Bentley with Fady. I'm sorry, Thrashy. Continue.
If you look really close into Bentley's pupil, you'll see a little shape of a triangle, which means he's part of the Illuminati.
That's also true. So, little known
And
fact
he's
about
a
Yetis, the reason why you never see them is because they're a part of the Illuminati.
Well, specifically, this one is actually being paid off by the sorceress by giving the runners green rockets when they need reds.
That's another excellent point, Saint. So you're talking about their walking speed. One thing that people really don't know about Bentley is originally he was designed to be played with the DK bongos. And by playing with those bongos and beating in 4/4 time specifically while running as Bentley, what that would do is allow you to activate his sprint function, which is hidden in the game's code if you were to look at it. I'll actually be having John Spirathon post a explanation to this on their YouTube channel after the stream, because it does really change the game and the way Bentley plays. As he's actually able to operate exactly like Spyro when he runs on all fours and he puts the club in his mouth and everything. It's crazy.
Right, so we're getting into fire. No, we are
Hey,
into
Thrasher,
Lost
it's getting
Fleet
kind of
with
hot in
Blunt.
here.
It is
that.
getting a little hot in here.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's a really quick Lost Fleet on Bluntbow's end. Get Zoe, get Death Abuse. Okay.
Alright, folks.
Get
Here
all-
we are in Evening Lake, by the way. Which, by the way, how come they had 3 of the seasons of Spyro 2, but they didn't have the 4th? Why'd that happen? Talk to me, Thrasher. Why'd they have Summer
made up
Forest,
for it in-
Autumn
it-
Plains,
Pla-
and Winter Tundra, but no Spring Sahara,
Well, they
Savannah?
made up for it in Spyro 3 by making the first one Sunrise Spring, making it a double meaning.
No.
I'm looking over at Dylan J. Fox. His brain has exploded from the realization. So yeah, I'll be your commentary for the rest of this run.
Um,
Oh look, he's alive.
I love spring. It's my favorite season. Yeah.
I like
So
summer,
it looks
but
like
not
somebody
right
hit Firefly and the other funny thing. Blood is killing it. I haven't even been paying attention to the run. I'm gonna be honest. I got lost. I got pretty lost at a point.
now. We have been pretty loopy for the past 40 minutes, I want to say.
I would agree with
But-
that.
At the very least, chat seems to be entertained, so, you know.
Wait, there are people watching this?
A
Oh,
3-digit
God,
number
why?
of people watching.
Wait, you mean they only have 3 fingers?
What?
You said 3-digit.
Anyway, so we're wrapping up things on Bluntbow's end. We're heading into Scorch. This is our RNG for the run for Spyro 3.
Oh, that's what you
Uh,
meant. It's Spyro 3, as in the digit for Spyro. I get you. I understand now.
N-
So, now, if you're going into Scorch for the first time, you might notice, right? This Scorch isn't exactly the same as what was in Spyro 2. Now, what inspired this level change was that the original one kind of sucked. And also the actual arena itself, the inside. What are you inside, Thrasher? What are we inside of? Is this the whale from Evening Lake? Did it pass away?
I don't believe it is, but it is the husk of some massive monster that for some reason swallowed a bunch of, let's just say, Listerine and a giant circular platform thing.
Now, why is this platform here? How did it get here?
It was swallowed, I think.
How is it in such pristine condition? Like, how did this happen?
Dylan, if you ask me if what makes the sky blue, I would not have an answer for you.
Well, I mean, there is science behind that. It's down to the chemicals in the air, as well as a combination of what the atmosphere is made of. Like, that's explainable. But what's not explainable is how good these runners are. They're just so hot. Like, look at all of them. They're just
Pretty
running.
hard.
Like, they're just, look at them go. I also want to say that this might be the best time out of the 3 races.
Whoa! On
And
the spike, he does a spin. Just like, yo, I made it up here.
Once again, that is increasing Spyro's speed, so he'll be able to outrun Sorceress. But you know what he
Like
can
Crash
outrun?
Bandicoot. Pardon?
Never mind. Never mind. So Fady, finishing up Charmed Ridge, he's gonna go give Scorch a little kiss in a moment here. But before we see them get a kiss, we're gonna see this lovely bride and groom ride away on that motorcycle. Oh wait, no we're not. Wow, Fade'd even watch it. Fade's not a real one. Wow. Alright. Blunt cleanup with these cannon shots. Got the early cannon. Gotta get the tank and hopefully early tank here at the moment.
Two bosses of the game. Let's show some hype in chat for both of our runners for finishing strong.
Absolutely. Once again, I'd like to reiterate, while this is an exhibition match, this run has still been incredibly close. Like, there's nothing you can take away from any member of either team. Like,
Definitely.
I just don't understand how all of these runners can be as consistently good at the game, despite the volatility of the categories that they are playing. Like, it is bonkers nutso mode insane that they are just this hot. GG's to Plum
And that
Rose.
is GG's for Elora launchers.
Finishing strong. If we do want to count it, that is a 3-0 for them. So they are going to be feeling pretty confident. Oh no,
Fady.
Fady.
Death
Fady having a
by
Fady moment right
fireball.
there. Hey man, we've all had our trouble with Fireball sometimes, especially this late at night, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I reckon so.
I'd
One
reckon
way or
so.
another.
It's a funny thing, Spyro.
Can't believe Fady just had a Fady 180 moment. Live on stream.
Now, how many times have I told you not?
Oh man. I'm gonna be honest, I think I said earlier, like, my favorite, like, Spyrothon moment was the, like, my own experience. Like, as far as, like, a regular my own experience thing goes,
It's a sad sight,
probably
folks.
has to be that.
Another noble
But,
warrior
like,
falls
purely
victim
being
to a
here,
flame of love.
existing to, like,
Just look away.
commentate this event
Well,
has been an
guess we'll
absolute
have to find
joy.
the rest of the
Just
egg
pure
by
and simply.
ourselves.
Fady, for whatever reason, taking quite a bit of damage.
Come on, Spyro.
Not exactly sure why.
Watch the show.
There's probably a method to his madness that I just don't understand. Game 4 says Anchovy. They want to go again.
She dedicated. She absolutely has done Vortex for well over 24 hours on multiple occasions.
That is true. I forget what I was saying, man. But no, I was saying the Anne and Glued beginning of this specific race. That got my blood pumping like
That-
no other race I have seen.
That meant so much to me to see. Like, the most hype performance I've seen in all the Spyrothons I've seen. Like I said, I haven't been to many, but I've definitely, that's gonna be hard to top. And goodness, even the fact that Vortaliany's even being featured, this is technically the second time it's been featured, and
Why is Fady doing some boom jumps? What is... I stop for good.
Just for giggles.
It'd been very
Yeah.
funny if he even hit the beginning of it.
Yeah. But it really warms my heart to see so many people come out to watch and
Some breaking news: Fetty's trolling, but he stopped trolling. I just had to let him know. So that was just breaking news. It's all sorted now.
What do you break?
I'm breaking the news.
What's that?
That's our New Zealand local on-scene broadcaster, Waffle Wizard 1. Waffle, what's the weather like down here?
Oh, you know.
We do know. Thank you, Waffle.
Alright, Fady.
What can we expect going into the weekend?
Wait, what? Fady, what are you? Fady.
All right, sorry. I just gotta say, I don't know what Fetty's doing.
I have no idea.
I think he's actually trolling. I went in there and I asked him what he's doing, and I heard nothing for like 10 seconds, and then laughter.
Beans.
You know, Rich,
You know,
I like this is Spirathon people, but those were Spirathon people.
Were those Spirathon people, or was that composed?
They have the role. They have the role because they're runners.
Right.
It warms my heart seeing so many people come out and witness this, and come together on all these categories. Because I mean, that was the original. That was the original idea behind these. Is pretty much, hey, you got 3 different categories full of people that an insular kind of intermingle with people who run just their categories, and it's like, hey, let's bring together these people that run these different categories and get them to unite under what makes them similar. And hey, we had plenty of people kind of join each other's communities, see what other categories are all about, and yeah. So we've had plenty of Vortexers do like 3 Annie, 14 Tally, and 3 Annie players crossing over into Vortex and such like that. Yeah, it's been really heartwarming to see for the past year. And Fady 180 exits out of the game.
80 DNFs, I guess. Nice
Hey.
finish.
Solid work at the very least. Solid work. I mean,
Alright, Blunt, I need you to go finish for Fady. Just go finish.
Blunt gets to finish for 2 teams.
Blunt, go finish for Fady.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Alright,
Go on to the spike again.
so we can finish, we have to actually have Fady go through the entire run again.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't make the rules. John Spirathon did. Blunt finish for Fady.
Ruh-roh. Oh, okay. Maybe getting a little cocky there. Oh my goodness.
Honestly, this is a pretty cool strat. I've never seen the strat of literally just telling somebody else to finish the run for you. So this is a Spirathon, and Spyro's speedrunning first, to my knowledge.
Yep.
Oh my god, did you see that from Blunt? Oh my god. He got 3 spins out there, making his Spyro hits 1.05 times as effective. Like, he's gonna hit for so much here. Oh my god, did you see that?
I did.
Oh my god.
What
This
I'm
is
also
insane.
What I'm also seeing is John Spyro cursoring over the text box to cover for whatever it is we're saying.
Ba ba da ba. Ba ba da ba. I can't believe Fady 180, the Hulk Hogan of Spyro speedrunning, would do this.
It's
He
fine.
would- He would. This is truly the Fady 180
He's-
heel turn, actually. This
He's
is a heel
put
turn.
together 2 runs. We're good.
I mean, he put
It's been a
together
good
3.
show.
He
It's
just
been
didn't know how to...
one heck of an evening.
GG.
Congrats on finishing 2 teams' runs.
Yeah, good job, Fady. Good job finishing. All right, folks. So I think we have Tooper in here about to sign us off and kind of let you guys have all the information regarding what we're going to be doing next week. We're going to be running this back, but with 2 different teams to decide who's going to be in the final. But once again, I just want to reiterate, this has been a great time. Thank you, John Spyrothon, for having me. Thrasher, I think I speak for both of us when I say it. This has been a ton of fun. And I am fully looking forward to next week and the main event itself. So, yeah, thank you guys for putting up with us, and thank you for coming out. Keep on spiraling.
All right, and thank you, Dylan and Thrasher, so much for your commentary. It was greatly appreciated and super fun throughout the whole thing. Thanks a bunch to the runners that participated, and congratulations to the Elora launchers for making on to the next round. So, as Dylan mentioned, next week we will be doing the same thing, starting at the same time, 8:30 p.m. EDT. Be there. It will be 2 new teams, and the winner of that team will go on to face the Elora launcher at Spyrothon 8. Now, another good thing to mention is that as of July 16th, we will be posting tomorrow, or I guess today at this point, the signups for Spyrothon 8. So if you want to be a part of that, which I'm sure after hearing all those lovely stories from Dylan and Chat and Thrasher is something you are looking forward to, definitely be on the lookout in our Discord as well as on our Twitter, where we will be posting about that. And we'll also be posting a little bit more about Spyrothon 8 as it gets closer, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. We're super excited for next week, and again, Dylan and Thrasher will be back doing commentary for us with the new set of 2 teams. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that is it on our end. I hope everyone has a great night and is ready for next week. Thanks everyone for stopping by, hanging out, and being a part of the community. Today was super fun. We're going to go over to Little Big Ham, who's a newer SRT3 runner working on getting down his any percent time. So let's give him a warm Spyrothon welcome to the Spyro speedrunning community. And yeah, have a good night, everyone.